I had a massive bang on the way back. I don't know what it is. How's your day going? So welcome back, YouTube. As you can see, not the best start to my week, but we are back jobbing. So the first one, we are back at the install that we did. We've got to rectify a mistake. We all make mistakes, but we are back there rectifying that. Got a couple of plumbing repairs in there. One of them might cause a bit of controversy. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And we've got a boiler breakdown thrown in there for good measure. So, good variety this week. Want you to do me a massive favour though. If you've seen one or more of my videos, please look at subscribing. We are so close to 10k now. And I want to do the 10k giveaway. So, hit that subscribe button. If you've got any questions, drop me in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. Like the video. Yeah, let's take a look at this week's jobbing episode. Yes, the worst of 8 fairs are not fitted in the winter. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the boiler. It's working absolutely fine. It's outside. So nothing wrong with the boiler. Boiler's working fine. Hot water, heating, bang on. Problem is the flue's dripping outside. There ain't enough of an angle on the flue. I thought there was. It was pretty tight. I thought there was enough of an angle. There isn't. It says it gets dripping from the flue. So yeah, we're going to make the flue oil. So let me show you outside. So well today is absolutely lashing it down. Yesterday, beautiful sunshine. Today, tipping it down. Absolutely typical when you've got a job outside. But yeah, let me show you this. When I did this, I thought, oh, got enough of an angle on it, but obviously not. So I'm gonna have to knock some of that cement out and get the flue up a bit. So I don't know why, but it ain't gone to the very top. I'm sure I'll put this to the very top. But this is cement in the tube. I had a few comments on some of my jobs saying, try it. I've tried it. It's gone rock solid, to be fair, but it's kind of looks shrunk and oh well. So let's get this knocked out. I'm going to try and stitch drill it, I think, above here and try and get it back in. Right, so I've got all that mortar out. You can see where I did try and raise it. I've stitched drilled, but there's a bit left. I can't get it on camera, but there is a bit left right at the back of there. If I can just knock that out, that'll get that flue right to the top of here. Then that should be plenty. Because that's near enough square. It should just get the uplift to get it. So I'm going to have to stitch drill around there, knock some of this out. It's going to make a bigger hole. The whole idea was that the collar would, yeah, I'm trying to be too perfect here. The whole idea was that the collar would hide any gap, but I think you're going to see some of the mortar line now, but it needs to be done. Okay, so I stitched drilled out. That brick ended up coming out. I knew it would. This is what I was trying to avoid, that brick coming out. But look how much we've been able to raise it. Now the problem is, it's a double brick wall, like 2-skin wall. There's no cavity, and what they've done inside when they built the kitchen is there's a void like that between the plasterboard and the brick. So inside I couldn't get to this brick to knock it out, so taking this brick out, I've managed to get in there now, get that raised up. Let's just see, that's an angle. That looks better. That looks better. So yeah, we've got to get the brick back in there now and sort that mess out. There you go, so we finished up now. It would have been very easy for me to put the collar on that and not show you what a mess it looks like. Now that will dry a lot darker. It's the same stuff, same colour, honestly it's the same colour as what you saw that was took out. It just looks really light. So yeah, let's get the collar on that. You can see now, that's going up at an angle. That's probably a better angle for sure. It's going up at an angle now. But yeah, that's it all done. That's it with the collar on. Not the prettiest, but it's working properly. So just doing the flue gas analyzer now, just make sure we haven't disturbed our seals, doing the flue integrity. Got to charge the battery. It's dead again. But yeah, mistake all rectified now. We can't all be perfect all the time. You're going to make little mistakes like that. It's just important that you rectify them. There you go. Good job. Ticked off the list. Alright, so this one we've got a toilet that keeps getting stuck. So when they're flushing it, it's like nothing's there. But I bet you sod's law it'll probably work now. Yep, first line. What's happening is, when they're pushing it, it's just like nothing's there. Or when they do flush it, it's just constantly filling up. So let's take a look. I should be able to pull that out. Luckily the AC looking around it, and take a look inside. So I managed to get that panel off. It was a bit awkward because the sink actually hasn't been put in square. It's supposed to come over like 2mm that way, so it does stop this coming out far enough, but I managed to get a screwdriver and wedge it, get it out, and this is what we've got. Obviously we've got no access to it, so what I'm going to have to do is, pretty sure if I undo that nut, take off the flexi, should be able to lift that up and out. I'm hoping, because if they put any more screws in it, I'll be getting that out. This shouldn't make this so it's accessible to get out in case of instances like this. So let's disconnect the inlet and disconnect the flush pipe and see if we can get it out. It's cold inlet disconnected, flush pipe disconnected. You should see now. Yeah, I can lift that up. Bring it out, I'll need 2 hands, but yeah, that'll come out now. Perfect. Managed to get it out. You can see the bracket that's on. Just hooks in at the back here. It's going to be the siphon. The siphon's going to be knackered, but because I've got it out, I'm going to do the siphon, with the fill valve. It's going to have all new internals. Yeah, just while I've got it out, there's no point in just. Imagine if I did that then a couple of months later that went. I'm going to have to do it all again, so I'm going to have all new internals in this. Let's see if I've got it on the van. I think I have. So we've had to go out and get one. We've got the Flowermaster one. It's the flush and fill valve kit with the side entry. Guarantee for 10 years. Don't really mean anything. The manufacturer's guarantee it doesn't. They'll just give you a new one of these if you register it. 20 decibels, nice and quiet. Decent on price as well. Really is. I do like the Flowermaster stuff. Some of their stuff is good. So yeah, got one of them. And it's always readily available. It's all only a screw fix from me, and yeah, I've always got the stock. So let's get these goods out and get the new goods in. Big nut on the bottom, big pair of grips. Undo that. And we should be able to get the old off now. Now, have they used silicone or not? That is the question. See if I find out. No silicone. It's a miracle. That's the old one out. And for the fill valve, undo the nut, and that'll come out. The only problem with the 4C is that is an angled connector. The new one isn't. Yeah. Undo that nut. It should come out. I will undo that as well. How's that come out there? Can't get that out. That nut don't come off there. That nut don't come off there. In there. We'll have to I'll have to chop it off. I'm gonna have to chop it off to get the new one in. Still give it in a minute. But the siphon, pop it in. Get it through the hole. You get your back nut and connect one. Seal. Back nut. Tighten them on. Hard to do one-handed. But yeah, I should put the siphon on. Figured it out. There you go. How many was you saying on screen? Just unscrew it. Yeah, that's out. Sorry, I didn't feel brass shank as well. Decent for the money. Yeah, let's get that put in. Siphon's all tightened in now. Just use my grips to tighten the back nut in. No silicone. Don't use silicone. Yeah, let's get that in. Nearly forgot your washer, then the rubber washer. You can tighten your nut up, and you'll see as you start tightening the nut up, that washer will compress into there. It does overflow for some reason. Well, it should go down the overflow, but that'll make it watertight there. So yeah, I'm just going to tighten that in. There we go. Old one's out, new one's in. Get it hooked back on. Just got a hook one behind there. Get it back in. Get the pipe connected. So we go back in now. Tightened up the flush pipe. Give it a good pull. Make sure it's all located in place now. That should reach. Yeah, that'll reach flush pipe. The connector that was on here, you can see it's okay there because it ain't kinking the pipe, but that pipe was too short. Now you can get the flexies out with the elbow on so it comes down. I should put some on the van. The first time I've come short with this. So I'm just going to use a bit of pipe to extend it from there to there. It should connect on there. So I should put an extension, bit of pipe in between speed fit elbow and the flexi. Now, I know what people are going to say. You should get a rigid connector on there, put it down there. Yeah, flexi are the best. Speed fit ain't the best. The way it's piped ain't the best. So where do I stop? So I'll take all that pipe work out, bring it back against the wall here, clip it all along here, then straight into there. Well, the customer paid me to do that. Customer wants to pay me to sort the toilet out. This toilet's been in years and years and years. So, you know, the customer, I could say, oh yeah, the pipe work don't look the best. And like, yeah, it's behind the toilet. Customer wants the toilet fixed, not all the plumbing in the house. Where do you draw the line? There's no point. I could have easily got some clips off the band, put all the clips in here, redone the pipe work, made it look pretty and everything. Go, oh, that's how you do it. But I had the real world. When you make that in the real world, you're going to come across installations where they've piped it up like that, and you're in there to do the siphon or whatever. You've just got to leave it as it is what it is. Unless the customer wants to pay you to put that pipe work right, it is what it is. It's been in there years, it's been fine. So there's no case for it to be replaced other than it looks crap. Anyway, let's get this wall back on and tested and make sure it all works. No leaks, hopefully. All filled back up, no leaks, happy days, not overflowing, even happier days. Flush. No leaks, always check this one as well. See at the back here, because you can dislodge them. That looks fine. Yeah, happy days. Now that is the button that come with it. Yeah, I think the older button, we'll leave the older button on because it does look better. That's what the customer's used to, so we'll leave that in there. Good thing about these kits as well, a little spares for you van now. I mean, I've got a donut washer spare in there. I've got brass screws for systems, always good. Instead of them plastic ones, nice thick rubbers, what I mean, size no rubbers. That is really good value, really is. Made in China. Everything's made in China. But yeah, let's get this front panel back on and make sure make sure it all works. So I want a bit of honesty off you guys now. Would you have altered the pipe work differently, or just left what's there like I have? And how much will you charge for that job? I'll let you know in the comments once a few people commented. Be honest though, there's no right or wrong answer. There really isn't. There's nothing too low, nothing too high. It's whatever you're happy with. How much will you charge for a job like that, including materials? So whatever you think the materials cost plus your labour, let me know in the comments. It'd be good to get like a good variety of how much people charge for that plumbing job. It's took me about an hour, including going to get the materials. So yeah, let me know in the comments. All right, all back together, tested it, all fine. I did have to place the flush button now because it wouldn't go onto the old one, but that's okay. New flush button, toilet all sorted, happy days. Got this radiator to re-hang. Just had the wall plastered, painted, then they want it re-hanged, but the plasterer didn't take any measurements of the brackets, so we don't know where the brackets got to go to line up with the pipe. I'm going to show you how to find exactly where you need to put the bottom of your bracket, so that just goes back on, bob on perfect. First thing I'll do, just like any other radiator, just put it where you want it with the valves, where your brackets are. What I normally do is put a little mark top of the radiator where the bracket is, put it against the wall. There we go, that's where we want the bracket there. Do the same that side. So I've just got the radiator on the floor now. Now we've got our marks on the wall. And what you want to do is take a measurement from the bottom of the bracket to the centre of the inlet for the valve, which is about 60mm. 60mm on there. Now we know that measurement. Let's get this out of the way and I'll show you how to put that on the wall. So what you want to do now is take a measurement from the floor to the centre of the valve. It's about 150. Is it straight? It's 150 plus 60, 210. So from the floor to 210 will be where we want the bottom of the bracket, and that will line bob on perfect with the valves. So it's very hard to see on this wall, but that's the line coming down, line it across. Now, because it's a single panel radiator, what you're supposed to do is put the thin side to the wall so the fat side comes out. It's for convection, so you get underneath the radiator and convect into the room. However, they've put it fat side against the wall, so it protrudes smaller, so it ain't as far off the wall. So we're just going to put it back as it was. So yeah, not a lot we can do there. So all you do, put the bracket on the wall and where that, line it with the bottom, line it with where it goes up. Then we normally mark it through that hole there, like an anchor point. Then in the adjustment at the bottom. You don't need two fixings on this one. It's only a small radiator. You ain't going to go nowhere with a couple of 2-inch 10s on that. So yeah, let's get that marked up, drilled out, and let's see if we've got it right. There we go, that's all marked up. I have had to scrape these brackets out because it looks like the plaster left them on, then took them off. There's plaster all over them, it's getting everywhere. But what we're going to do now is drill these holes, get plugs in, get the brackets on, then that should line up without valves. Crack some all on, let's just see if we can get this on and it lines up perfect. A little bit tight on them valves. There we go. Bit of an angle, but push it across. Yeah, I'll get that on. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love the cap end that the plaster's put on. That'll stop anything like that. Whoa. That is loose. That is really loose. Okay, I'm going to get this tape off and get it connected up. But yeah, then I've lined it back on, spot on. There you go. So that's how you get a radiator all lined up. So I'm just going to tighten that one up, tighten that one up, tighten it up, open the valve. That's it, it's done. About 10-15 minute job. Sorted. Close this bleed point up, I knew that would be left open. There we go. Open up the TRV. God, it's full of plaster. There we go. Get that filled back up. There we go. Radiator all on, all filled up, all done. Now, the bag that I'm using at the moment for jobs like this is Velocity Revolve 7.0. I did show this on a previous video. It has been amazing for little jobs like this. The only thing I do find is sometimes I can overload it. It's got my drill, my impact, screwdrivers, spanners, spirit level. Yeah, just got everything I need in there for little jobs like this. And it constantly up and down to the van give me drill. So that, I love that bag at the moment. It's been really good. But yeah, that is that job all done. Right, so we've got this Valiant. It's giving us intermittent F75 on here. I don't think it will do it now, but the customer found us up late on, when was it? On the Friday, it's Monday today, saying that the board will come up with F75. It's low on pressure now because I've just started training it, but if these got intermittent F75, I'll tell you what the problem is. So what we've done, isolated the flow return, open up the drain off, 8mm spanner. Let's get the boiler drained. Then I'll open it up and I'll show you. Alright, so the boiler is drained, believe it or not. If I take them off, that is open. Stop draining, but look, pressure's still saying it's got half a bar in it, which we know it hasn't. So let's get this off. Look inside here, just down here, it's going to be that pressure sensor there. So we're going to take that out and get it replaced. So what these Valiants do is the pump will send to pulse 5 times, and that pressure sensor will be looking for a jump in pressure. If it doesn't get it, the boiler will get to F75, and that's what's happened here. The sensor is going to be knackered. Now, there is something called a canoe filter at the back of there. More like that's going to be blocked up as well. So we'll whip it out and we'll take a look. So to help drain it down, I'll just recharge the expansion vessel. If you haven't seen this before, this is my little expansion vessel pump. It's called Up Boost. I think that's 20 quid off Amazon. I'm going to put a link in the description because a lot of people asked about these. Someone actually said get a magnet for the back, so I am going to get one because imagine that on a magnet. Bosh. Yeah, best 20 quid I spent that was. You can charge it from the bottom there as well, but I have charged that since I've had it, and well, you can tell the battery's low, but yeah, well worth getting one of them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to open the drain off on this side because we are working on that side of the boiler. So I'm just going to open that drain off and get some more water out. So powers off to the boiler, and there's a little bit there. I'm going to pop that out. There we go. Get that out of the way, and that sets that. It'll just come out. Now you give it a wiggle and jiggle, or you get your flathead behind it and just try and prise it out. You can get in there one-handed. Come on. Get that out of the way. Let's go. There we go. That's why we open the drain off, because it's started draining off. Yeah, that's why that ain't working properly. And just behind there, can you see? That's the canoe filter. Then we can get pretty blocked up. That one actually looks pretty clear, to be honest with you. But the filter itself, yeah, absolutely tight. New one, new O-ring, bit of grease on there. Maybe just get that pushed in. From there. There we go. That's it. Just gotta get a clip on. There. And you just push it down. There we go. Always do give it a tug just to make sure it's fully in. There we go. That's it swapped over. Then we get the electrics back on. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop the boiler on with no pressure in. You'll see now before it's showing 0.5 because of the blocked up sensor. There we go, showing no pressure now, so we know the sensor's reading right. Pop that back off, close both the drain offs, get some pressure back in the boiler. Let's put some pressure in. There we go, that should be enough. Power back on, see what pressure we got. You hear the pump pulse? That'll just be sending the check when you see how it jumped up then. Pressure, that's checking that the boiler's got pressure in it. It won't be 1275 now. There you go, that is all done, but it's a bit alarming how blocked up that is. They have got a filter, but what's missing? Magnet broke off, ain't it? It broke off. It just fell off. Hold that one. Oh well. I have to tell them that magnet's supposed to be on there. But yeah, that might help them. But I've got a feeling there's going to be quite a lot of build up of magnetite in that boiler in there. But we'll do our 26.9 checks and advise the customer. But yeah, that one is all done near enough. There you go. Boiler all tested, up to temperature, pressure's fine. Filter's actually got a magnet on it now. We won't question the condense and the PRV data, right? But yeah, we'll see how long we can get out of this van. They have said, is it time to replace? I said, let's see how we go on. Let's see how we get on, see if we can keep it going a few more years. So there you go, some jobs in there. The toilet one, let me know your thoughts on that one. Would you have altered that pipe work or not? I'd love to know. And the costing, that's just to help everybody out, get a good spectrum from up and down the country, see what everyone charges. Now, if you do have problems working out your price, I have done a video on how to work your prices out. You can use that. That might help you out. A few comments have said that really helps them out, so check that one out. And I said earlier, if you haven't subscribed already, please look at subscribing. I'm so close to 10k. I really wanted to get to 10k before we install that, and at the time posting this video, we're about 5-6 weeks away. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're subscribed. Thank you for your support. Catch you on the next one.